Yo, what's up, guys and girls? What's up, wrestling fans? Your boy Dread is back, giving you guys my WrestleMania 31 prediction. I meant to do this earlier in the week, but last week I caught the flu, and around this time last week I felt like I was gonna freaking die. But yeah. Anyway, WWE Raw in the last 2 weeks has been actually pretty exciting and pretty damn good to watch, especially last week's episode when Sting and Randy Orton closed out the show, which was freaking phenomenal, which was ridiculous. I mean, it's not really that often that you see somebody like Randy Orton in the ring with Sting in the last bit of the show. I mean, stuff like that is making is what makes WWE worth watchable. And this past weekend or this past week, when you see Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, in a tug of war with the WWE title, and that's pretty much set up to be. Oh yeah, and before I get into the video, my predictions, Brock Lesnar, he went on ESPN and said himself that he was staying with the WWE, which was pretty much put an end to all the rumors about him going back to the UFC. And to me, that's actually a little bit of a smarter move because the UFC's the heavyweight division is kind of boring. There's nobody in it but Cain Velasquez. I mean, Alistair Overeem's starting to get old. Shane Carwin is a one-trick pony. Like you know the whole story. Like it's a better move for him because there's a little bit more money to be made with WWE, especially with the storylines and whatever. All right, anyway, let's see what we got. The WrestleMania 31 full card. We got let's see who we got first. We got the WWE Divas Tag Team match. You got the Bella Twins versus Paige and AJ Lee. I haven't really been keeping up too much with the Divas storylines, but I have to say, just for a change of pace, I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna give this to AJ Lee and Paige. Just for a little change of pace, because I'm kind of interested to see where they're gonna go with this. So this is just my quick prediction of that. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Pretty much every single last mid carder on pretty much like, okay, we don't have a spot for you. You don't have a definite storyline, but we're gonna put you in WrestleMania anyway. Who I think is gonna win? I think it would do Ryback a little bit of justice for him to win this match. Just to give him a little more momentum, just to shed a little bit more light on him. Say, well, I won this Battle Royal, so I deserve to be in the main event, or I deserve, a title shot somewhere. Now, the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. You got Bad News Barrett, who's the champ, versus R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan. Some people say they don't like Daniel Bryan like back in mid-card stats, but I think that a match like this will do him some good. I mean, he's one of the best workers in the company. He put on a good show, no matter what. If he is top tier, low tier, mid tier, mid-card, whatever, he puts on good shows, and the man can actually wrestle. And as far as Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose, they kind of needed, this match is pretty much good for Dean Ambrose too, because it could cement his cup. He's been in the hunt for the title for a while, and this could really, really put him over. He could, shed some more light on him. And a lot of these, Dolph Ziggler, also a very good performer. I mean, like I expect him to have the spot of the night in this match. And like the other guys, like Luke Harper and Stardust and R-Truth, those guys are just placeholders. They're gonna have some good spots, but other than that, they're just playing placeholders and not really take them seriously as to win this match. So I say the winner of this match is probably gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice and say Dean Ambrose. All right, singles match between Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. This match has been in the making since 4 months ago when when Randy Orton was put into action by Seth Rollins about to get the curb stomp on some bricks. Now, if they want to go either way with this match, I mean, like I'm looking forward to this being a pretty good, solid singles match. But I mean, I wouldn't get mad if either one of these guys lost. I mean, because you got Randy Orton who has the whole badass persona. You got Seth Rollins who's got the whole the face of the authority kind of thing, and you got the old face of the authority versus the new face of the authority, and like this is what this match is shaping up to be. Now, the question is, a lot of things that people question about this is, if Seth loses this match, is that going to hurt his momentum? If he loses this match, is that going to do anything to the fact that, well, he's already the holder of the Money in the Bank, so is that going to do anything for him being in the title hunt? No. If anything, it's going to help him if he loses this match. I mean, this is just my opinion, though. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice and say I'm going to give this match to Randy Orton. And if Randy Orton wins, where does he go from here? Well, I guess he'll see. Well, I guess we'll see. But anyway, the WWE United States title match, Rusev, the champ, versus John Cena. Now, John Cena, I mean, come on, like, he's already cemented himself in WWE history. He's won every single major world title, won every single, he's won the Royal Rumble, he's won Battle Royal after Battle Royal, he's won Money in the Bank. I mean, like, winning this title does nothing for him. There's not really a lot else for him to do besides break Rusev's year and some change winning streak. And Rusev's he's a monster, destroying everything in his path. And nobody wants to see Rusev versus Jack Swagger anymore because that's been done to death. But like I said, the title for winning the title doesn't really help anything. The only thing it's doing, like, this is for Rusev, like, he doesn't really I mean, like, he benefits either way. He benefits if he wins. He benefits if he loses. I mean, like, I'm just talking in kayfabe here, people. I'm not talking like, this is, like, really not scripted because, I mean, everybody who watches wrestling knows wrestling is scripted. But, yeah, if he wins, then that opens up with, like, it's like, well, who else could beat him? And maybe that can give somebody else a chance to be in the spotlight, and break Rusev's streak. And not only break his streak, but, win the title from him. If he loses, then that gives him a lot more wrestling opportunities and stuff like that. And hopefully he won't be buried, but he'll have a lot more people will, wrestle him, and a lot more people will be interested in taking on Rusev, or like the WWE company will, they can work with him more. They can put him against more people, and it'll make sense because he's not this invincible juggernaut anymore. He can be beaten. But anyway, I'm rolling dice to say I'm going to give this to John Cena. Now, the Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt match. I really had to think back and forth before I got on YouTube with this. I mean, because it's like, okay, Bray Wyatt can't lose 2 WrestleManias in a row, and neither can the Undertaker. And if he does win, it won't avenge his loss from, it won't avenge his undefeated streak that was beaten by Brock Lesnar last year. And I had to do some more thinking, and I would decide, well, it would actually help Bray Wyatt more to lose here because it sets up a little rivalry possibly for the Undertaker in the future. And if Bray Wyatt does win, then he could be in the hunt for a title picture. Or hell, even if he loses, then maybe Bray Wyatt can win the Money in the Bank at the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So I think it'll make more sense for Bray Wyatt to lose, and he has a little bit more possibilities than he could do. I mean, like, I can see Bray Wyatt, in a rivalry with Rusev. I can see him in a rivalry with Randy Orton. That's a good one. I can see him in a rivalry with Dean Ambrose. I can see him in. It's a lot of possibilities whether Bray Wyatt wins or loses. So I'm just gonna go out and say that the Undertaker is gonna win this match. Now, possibly the match of the night: Sting versus Triple H. And it only took 14, 15 years for this match to happen, or for Sting to be in a WWE ring in general. Now, this could also be interesting. This could also kind of lead up into a Taker versus Sting match. Should Sting or should the Undertaker beat Bray Wyatt, which to me it'll make more sense. Now, the Undertaker, Sting, he's a very good wrestler. I mean, like, he's in his mid-50s now. And the Undertaker, excuse me, I keep saying Undertaker because I still got the Undertaker match in the brain. But yeah, you got Triple H, who also, he doesn't really, he's just working just to put people over now, and like, as if Sting needs to be put over because Sting has legendary status. But yeah, it's gonna be a good match, and both these gonna have, I can see Undertaker. Damn, I keep saying Undertaker, but I can see Triple H dominating the match early, then Sting with a come from behind victory, and I pretty much just think that's what's gonna happen. How much time I got left? Got 8 minutes. Well, I got 2 minutes left. All right, but anyway, I'll say in convincing fashion, I'll say that I'm gonna take a Sting over Triple H. Now the main event: Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has held that title ever since last SummerSlam, last August, and he's only competed 3 or 4 times since then. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And Roman Reigns been on a tear lately. And sometimes the crowd, it depends. It's going to depend on the crowd. I expect the crowd to kind of be against him at the beginning, but then, in the later, as the match goes on, the crowd is going to shift towards more Roman Reigns style, or it's going to shift more towards him winning. But with Brock Lesnar, with him re-signing with WWE, it changed the game. It changed everything. It's like, okay, now that he re-signed with the WWE, I really don't know who's going to win this match because he has, he's, stated that he's going to stay with WWE for at least 2 more years. I mean, and like that could be good. That's that could set up a possible rivalry. So whether he wins or loses, like he's got a future in the WWE. So I'm expecting a pretty decent match, but I'm gonna go ahead and just give this to Roman Reigns, and with Brock Lesnar reinstating his rematch clause for a rematch down the road. But anyway, that's my WrestleMania prediction, guys. For all my wrestling fans, for all my people who watch wrestling, you guys tell me who you're gonna win. Tell me who you think is gonna win. Leave it in the comments, or if you don't care, then just disregard this video. I'm out, guys. I'll see you in another video. Peace.